backtrack. Now, we've already covered the deadlift and the dead row. Just a quick reminder also, when you are doing the deadlift and row, make sure you keep your chin in. So you don't want to be sticking your chin out. So that's just a quick reminder. So you're looking forward about 2 meters in front of you. Now, clean and press is probably the trickiest move to master. Now, so often I see the bar coming away from the chest. It needs to be snatched. So that I'll show you the move and then I'll describe how we'll do it. So we come under, push, catch, take that down. Now that bar stay really close. So the secret is snatch, rotate the wrist and sit. So sitting down nice and low. Drive through the legs, take the bar up. Catch the bar using the legs. As you straighten your legs, you lift your elbows, clean out the way. You then reset. So the clean and press. Under, up, catch and set. Now into that we will add a row. So we're coming up. A slight pause to reset, then we're rowing. So you need to stay in your legs. Powerful, strong moves, keeping that bar really close to your body. So we'll do one more. Snatch, power, catch. Take it down and row. So you're going to have lots of fun practicing that one. Right, triceps. Now there's an awful lot of moves that you can potentially do. All different releases, you have different movements. So I'm going to show you some of the movements. I may not be able to get around to them all, but I'll do my best. The secret with triceps is that it's much smaller muscle groups. You have to be far more accurate about where the bar is and your hand position. So the hand position, literally, your hands are shoulder distance apart. So you're going to be lying on your back. Take the bar up in the air and turn your wrists up towards the ceiling. Make sure your wrists haven't rolled. So rings towards the ceiling. Now you're keeping your elbows directly above your shoulders. And we're going to do what we call extension. Sometimes you'll hear me say out the back door. So the elbows stay above the shoulders, the bar is taken just to your eyebrows, not rolling the wrist, and then you push straight up. Now common mistakes are not fully extending. You finish here instead of here. Another mistake is it's because it's hard. You allow the elbows to start drifting out. So it's all about keeping those arms in nice and tight. And of course, very important to breathe, keeping the wrist nice and strong, coming back. So this is extension, keeping the bar off your head. Now we also have a press. So again, you keep your elbows tucked in, pull the bar just to the lowest rib. So you've got a nice straight line from your wrist to your elbow, driving up. And again, so this would be a full range press. But of course, you do have part range, which means you only press halfway. So you really want to think about keeping those elbows squeezed in, so you can feel your elbows or arms coming against your rib cage. Now we're often having combinations. Now there's all sorts of different ones, so I'll just show you one. It's a head one, so you come down, elbows squeezed in, big semicircle with the bar over the top, pulling back, and then rise up. Now the important thing to remember is not to allow your back to lift off the step as you're pulling over. There we go. So keeping those elbows tucked in, nice and tight. So that's one of the combinations that we are often doing. Sometimes we do a triangular combo. So you pull down, you go over the top, and then you go straight to the top. So it's like thinking about drawing a triangle with your arms and straight up. All of these are going to challenge, of course, tricep muscles. Now, another exercise that we will often do with the triceps is going to be tricep dips. Now, I'll show you the easiest option first, I think. So, sitting long ways up the step, fingertips tucked in nice and close, sitting up nice and tall. And all you're going to do is take the elbows towards the step and then pushing all the way up again. So just gently easing down. So that would be the easiest of the options. Something a little harder is the actual dip itself. Again, fingers over the edge. Now, a great way of practicing these could be on your dining room chair or probably your bath, because that's going to be nice and steady. So you sit on the edge of the bath, fingertips over the edge. Take your feet a little further away. Very important that the back of the step or the back of the support stays close. If you're out here, you're going to hurt your shoulders. So it's very important to stay in. So this is the easier option. Feet nice and close. And I'm trying to lift higher than the step. Of course, no cheating. Sitting on the floor, and the elbows go back and behind. You want to make it harder, you can extend one leg. To make it harder still, you extend both legs. To make it harder still, you lift your foot in the air. And if you want to make it harder still, you can take your bar or a plate, and you can do it with the plate on your legs. So adding just a little bit more body weight. Now, let me show you some of those. There's a couple more to go. One of them is called the overhead press. Now, if you're doing this seated, and sometimes you do, it's actually the same principle, but you want to sit nice and tall, shoulders above the head, hips, hands go straight up in the air, elbows squeezing in together. And it's really important that you breathe, you don't hold your breath. There we go. So this can be done seated or standing. Now, if you are standing, you will do this in a split position so that you're not going to hurt your back. So if you did this in this way, the temptation is to move back. So nice strong back, that way you're protecting your back, squeezing those elbows in. So turn back round, squeezing in as we go. There we go. So there's one more move, and that's a kick back. I'll show you that now. Okay, tricep kickbacks. Sometimes we're on the floor, sometimes we use the step. Now, if you are going to use the step, it's really important that you're not tucked in close, but you actually allow a 90-degree angle between your body and your arm, which means your weight is back into your hips and you're not then overloading the muscles. So just for your convenience, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm not in close, not leaning, using my arms, just using it just to prop myself up. Stomach pulled in, hand tucked in, elbow tucked in. Important to stay nice and close and push through. And again, just working through the elbow. So just stay nice and square. Now often what happens is you begin to rotate